Hello, my name is Michael West. I'm Senior Visiting Fellow at the King's Fund in London and Professor of Organisational Psychology at Lancaster University. I want to share with you some thoughts about why compassionate leadership is so important in a crisis. We've learned a lot from the last months when we've been coping with a terrible pandemic around the world. And it's been really important that times of fear and uncertainty and anxiety, people have the sense of safety that's provided when leaders behave compassionately by attending to them, by seeking to understand the challenges they face, by empathizing with them, and by helping them, removing obstacles that get in the way of them doing their jobs or ensuring they've got the resources they need. And we know that at times of difficulty and major change, the role of leaders is to focus even more on providing support for staff. That's what enables them to cope and enables them to manage change and uncertainty effectively. And it's very easy for leaders to almost forget the importance of increasing support during those times for those they lead. And I think the third really important reason is that in times of great uncertainty and crisis, we need all of the creativity and adaptability and innovation we can muster from the staff who make up our social care teams and organizations. They are, after all, amongst the most skilled and motivated people anywhere in the workforce in Wales. So by managing them compassionately through listening and understanding and empathizing and helping, we release that innovation and creativity, which enables us to adapt to times of crisis and change. And it's also about compassionately focusing on the core needs of those we lead at work, especially during times of crisis. The three core needs we have of the need for autonomy and control, the need for a sense of belonging, where we feel that we are cared for, valued and respected by our leaders, by our teams, by our organizations, and the need for a sense of competence, that we're making a positive difference through our work. So when compassionate leaders during times of crisis focus on the need that people have for autonomy and control, so they're not just victims of command and control, we release their innovation. And there's an understandable tendency for leaders in crisis to revert to a command and control style that inhibits innovation and adaptability. And second, it's ensuring that we're promoting that sense of belonging through reinforcing team working, ensuring that everyone's working in a supportive team that has clear goals and that meets regularly to review performance, because that's what is protective of staff well-being and also associated with innovation and adaptability. And third, it's about making sure that we're promoting that sense of competence for people by ensuring they're not overwhelmed by chronic excessive workloads. And good leadership, compassionate leadership in times of crisis, is about continually focusing on work and work overload to ensure that we are caring for and supporting those we lead. And it's about having the courage to take time out on a regular basis as teams, as leaders, to reflect on how we're coping, how we're adapting, what we're trying to achieve, how we're going about it, and what we need to change. Because all of the research evidence we have tells us that in social care settings, those times for reflection and review as individuals with managers, having supervision, as teams taking time out to reflect and review, and as organizations to reflect and review when we're dealing with crisis, is critical to effectiveness, innovation, productivity. And that's how, in times of crisis, we can most effectively deliver for the people and the communities that we serve across Wales. Diolch yn fawr.